We will begin with the Subic smuggling case. Mr. San Andres, are you here? Yes, please join us. Can we allow Mr. San Andres perhaps a seat? Medyo hindi ka makita riyan. Baka hirap naman ito. Baka pwede dito na lang. Can you move over there? Kasi ang hirap. Please. Okay. For the information of our colleagues in the Senate, our committee members, in one of the hearings, previous hearings, Senator Raffy Tulfo requested the BOC to submit a investigation report on individuals identified as Princess and Manny Tan, who are allegedly involved in the smuggling of agriculture products. And based on the information that was earlier requested, and we received tips, information from certain sources, we have been able to identify a certain princess. Some of our resource persons in previous hearings mentioned a certain Amina who operates in Subic. We had asked, we would like to ask Mr. San Andres, are you familiar with Amina? A certain Amina?
No, sir. Di ko po kilala si Amina.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Mr. San Andres, you have repeatedly asked for this committee to grant you provisional liberty. And the reason why we are not granting it is because you are held in contempt for lying. We are now giving you the chance to tell the truth. So you have no information about a certain princess.
No, sir.
Hindi mo kilala si Amina.
Hindi ko po kilala, sir.
Kilala mo si Mr. Julius Bracamonte?
Hindi rin po, sir.
Kilala mo si Mr. John Adam Mose?
Mose. Sir, yung Mose po dati na kasama namin sa MICP, yes, sir.
So kilala mo si Mr. Mose? Si Mr. Zoilo, kilala mo?
No, sir.
Okay. Can we request the committee staff to present the picture? Okay, we received this information. No? This is the most recent photo of the alleged princess on the leftmost photo. This was taken during the 2026 Cebu Sinulog last month. Si Princess ang naka-encircle doon sa second photo in the middle, and nasa kaliwa, and nandun naman sa kanan. And with her, the wife of John Adam Mose, where is she? FOXIP Cebu. Would you know what FOXIP means, Mr. San Andres?
XIP means X-ray, sir, in
Yes.
Cebu.
So kilala mo yung Mrs. ni John Adam Mose?
No, sir.
Okay. Ayan si Mose, yung si John Adam, ayan. Kilala mo yan, no?
Sir, by his name, sir, kilala ko, and nagkakausap po kami niyan, sir. Pero sa picture, hindi ko po siya ma-recognize, sir.
Okay. Can we have the other photo of Mr. Mose? The next one, the third photo, is he still there? Wala na. O yun na ba nasa likod? Hindi ata. Okay. So, do you know a certain you do not know a certain Bracamonte, Inspector Bracamonte of Cebu?
No, Mr. Chair.
Is anyone from the BOC here? Yes, sir. Deputy Commissioner Rosales, kilala po ninyo si Bracamonte?
Sir, I don't know Bracamonte, but I know Mose. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is he actively involved? Is he still an active
Your Honor,
government?
John Mose is presently the field officer of the XIP, X-ray Inspection Project of Cebu Port.
And I understand Deputy Commissioner Rosales, he used to head the X-ray entity or division of the entire.
He
POC.
was once the OIC of the whole XIP
Yes.
unit, XIP project, sir.
Yes, Mr. San Andres, the reason why we're asking you about Mr. Mose is when did you have the opportunity to work with him?
So when I was at the MICP, he was then the head of the X-ray. That was long mga
How long did you work with him as head of X-ray?
no, I didn't work with him, but I know him, sir. Because we was from MICP.
Yes. So how long did you work with him when you were both in MICP?
Sir,
Ilang taon?
hindi ko po alam sir kung kailan po nag-assume, pero matagal po ako sa MICP. Pero kasi po yung head ng X-ray sa MICP, pabago-bago. From time to time na napapalitan po sila. So siguro mga 2 buwan, 3 buwan lang po kami nagsama.
The reason why tinatanong natin ito ay dahil itong si Princess, it turns out maraming alias. Based on the information that we have received thus far, marami siyang pangalan. Caparas Cecil, Princess, Amina, Patricia Cortez, etc. At ang information na natanggap natin, siya rin ang involved nga dito sa Subic. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nung kayo ang Chief of Staff ni Collector Estanislao. So ito si Maria Cecilia Caparas na princess, may mga kaso at ang information din na natatanggap natin ay nagkakaroon siya ng maraming plastic surgery kaya nag-iiba ang muka. So so you insist or your position is that you don't know Princess. Wala kayong kilalang Amina.
Sir Chair.
Mahirap paniwalaan dahil ang information na natanggap natin ay siya ang may mga contact sa loob ng Subic Customs at siya ang nag-aareglo. Siya ang may contact pag pumasok yung mga pinasok itong huli ng EPCB, Birches, 1024, lumalabas lagi ang pangalan niya eh. Si Amina, si Princess. Pero hindi niyo siya kilala.
No, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Okay. We will take it at that. We gave you the opportunity, Mr. San Andres. It's hard to mahirap paniwalaan base dun sa mga impormasyon na natatanggap natin. Anyway, si Mr. Mose, who is still active as a member of the Cebu Inspector, what is his actual official designation?
Your Honor, field officer.
Field Officer Mose should be invited to the next hearing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we
Yes,
should
sir.
also have Julius Bracamonte invited to the next hearing, John Adam Mose, and the wife as well of Mrs. Mose, the wife of John Adam Mose, so that they can explain their relationship with Amina.
Yes, sir.
We are also requesting the NBI and the PNP, as well as the office of. We should also invite this princess.
Yes, sir.
Sa susunod na hearing. Okay. Meron ding Carl Mulco. Would you know a certain Carl Mulco, Mr. San Andres? Muyco.
Sir, namit ko po yung Carl Moy ko sa Subic po. Siguro mga once lang po or twice.
And paano mo siya na-meet? Bakit mo siya nakilala?
Mr. Chair, siya po ay pinakilala po sa akin ni Deputy Collector Kaligsihan. Isa raw po siya sa mga nagpaparating ng mga karne, sir, karne.
Oh. Dahil again si Senator Raffy Tulfo manifested sa previous hearing na humingi siya ng report from the BOC regarding Mr. Carl Muyco. So kilala mo si Mr. Carl Muyco.
Sir, nakausap ko po siya, na-meet ko po siya.
So paimbitahin din natin si Mr. Carl Muyco sa susunod na hearing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. On the Subic case, a few more questions to Deputy Commissioner Rosales. Maybe know what is the status of your investigation? Previously, you submitted to this committee a status report last December of your investigation regarding the Subic case against Collector Stanislao and Mr. San Andres and other personalities of the BOC involved. May we have what is the status now?
Your Honor, regarding the administrative case, it has been forwarded. It has been approved by the Commissioner and forwarded to the legal service. And they have already prepared the criminal charges. According to a message from the Office of the Commissioner this morning, they have forwarded the charges to DOF, the Department of Finance, for the filing of case under the
Agriculture
yes.
Economic Sabotage
yes,
Law.
sir. Yes, sir.
Is the AAES here? Yes, sir. Do you confirm that it has been forwarded to you, Prosecutor Ong?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Right now, we have yet to receive a copy of the complaint. I'm just guessing, Mr. Chair, that DOF, as a member of the enforcement group, will be the one to file the criminal complaint with the Department of Justice, Your Honor, please.
Okay. Just to clarify, pagka Department of Justice, eventually, if there is probable cause, you file it with the CTA as to the tax incidents, and then the Sandigan Bayan as to how does that work, sir?
Mr. Chair, right now, our basis is, of course, the reasonable certainty of conviction. When they file a criminal case with us, the civil aspect is deemed instituted with the criminal aspect. So we file it together with the Court of Tax Appeals. The CTA has exclusive jurisdiction over all violations of the anti-agri law, Mr. Chair.
Moving forward, should that be amended? The jurisdiction offhand.
Mr. Chair, we submit to the wisdom of the members of the Senate.
Thank you. But it will be filed before the Court of Tax Appeals. I think the argument was that, at least based on previous discussions, hindi naman sa walang ginagawa, pero mas maluwag yung dockets ng Court of Tax Appeals, kaya matututukan ang anti-smuggling. I mean, that was at least the rational or the intent. But yun na nga, hanggang ngayon, 1 year nang mahigit, wala pa rin nasasampahang kaso sa CTA involving big-time non-bailable offenses of economic sabotage. Okay, so paano po yun? Wala pa daw sa kanila. Kailan kaya pati ang criminal case, no, will be, because pag sinabit yan sa DOF will then go through the A Council, and then Council or the DOF in coordination with the council and the DOJ will submit, will file, may PI pa yan. Di ba? Okay. Meron bang component na similar to the flood control na AMLC, papasok na, may freezing na by way of the Court of Appeals?
Mr. Chair, yes, sir. If we find an aspect where financial issues are concerned, we will coordinate with the AMLAC for the proper freezing, as well as, Your Honor, the necessary precautionary hold departure order if needed, please, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I can put this on record. Okay, just to place this on record for the transcript for the committee hearing. We were in receipt December 17, 2025 of a communications from the Bureau of Customs as to the request of Senator Raffy Tulfo regarding Princess and Manny Tan and Carl Muyco. And based on their findings and the information gathered, Mr. Carl Muyco owns DJMM Logistics International Services, and it's also revealed that the subject processor with alias Princess Amina had also been known to the following names: Caparas, Cecil, Cortez, Patricia, E. Pascual. And the following consignees for Princess: Amina, EPCB, 11-8 Consumer, Betron Consumer, among others. Just for the record. Okay, so we thank the Customs Bureau for providing us the information. We now move to, yes, the second case, the Arvin International case. A minute suspension. Okay, we have a presentation here. We've presented this before, but just to refresh our memories, we resumed the hearing. So, last December nga ba na-arresto si ano? O January? Si Raisa? Okay, December, we were able, the OSAA, with the help of the PNP Lubao, was able to arrest Raisa Lumbang. January na, di ba? Sorry. Last month, last January. Now, based on the submissions of the DA nag-submit natin ito. Yes. Sorry, based on the information we were able to obtain from the SEC and cross-checking it with the documents that were forwarded to us by the DA BPI, the following companies: Beatus Grain Emporium Corporation, Atara Marketing, Manus Day Resources, and Horizon Free Enterprise. Their addresses, just to refresh our memory: 812 City of Manila, 811 City of Manila, 821 City of Manila. And Beatus was Lubao, Pampanga. However, Beatus has as corporate secretary Mr. Warren Lumbang. In the meantime, Atara Marketing has a corporate secretary named Raisa Lumbang. Both Raisa and Warren come from Lubao, Pampanga. And their combined total imports in 2024 and 2025, tama? So Beatus ang nangunang rice importer. Noong 2025, 268,000 metric tons ang inimport na bigas. Nagbayad ng about 1 billion pesos worth of tariffs and taxes and duties. Ang 268 metric tons ng bigas na imported ay Ang estimate ay nagkakahalagang mga 8 billion pesos. Noong 2024 naman, ang Atara ay nanguna bilang importer ng bigas, 259,000 metric tons. Nagbayad ng 1.5 billion pesos worth ng mga taripa at buwis. Base sa SEC documents, si Raisa Lumbang ay may parehas na address nga ni Warren Lumbang. At si Raisa Lumbang ang corporate secretary ng Atara. Slide 2. Are we going to slide 2 or we ask questions first? Okay. Sige. Kay Raisa, ano po ang trabaho po ninyo ngayon?
Mr. Chair, sa kasalukuyan po, wala po akong trabaho. At di po ako nagkatrabaho. Tuling trabaho ko po 2017. Pagkatapos po trabaho.
May asawa kayo?
Walay po kami kasalukuyan po.
May anak?
Meron po, Ben.
Isang anak?
Opo.
Sino ang asawa mo? Nahiwalay na kayo, sabi mo?
Warren.
Warren Lumbang.
Opo.
Nasaan ngayon si Ginoong Lumbang? Huwag mo nang pindutin dahil pag bukas yung pula, ibig sabihin may...
Ngayon po, wala po akong balita sa kanya, Mr. Chair.
Kailan mo siya huling nakausap?
Matagal na po eh.
Hindi siya
Nung wala pa po yung issue yan, nakakausap ko pa po siya.
Kailan yun?
Ano po, mga 3 years na po.
Then, ang issue naman na ito ay pumutok lang last year, September. Bago
Kaya nga
mag
po. Kahit po hiwalay kami, may contact po kami, nakakausap po siya para po co-parenting po kami ng anak ko po.
Kaya nga, so hindi 3 years ago mo siya nakausap. Kasi pumutok itong issue ng Atara last September lang eh.
Hmm.
So, last year ba nagkausap kayo bago mag-September?
Opo.
Okay. Matapos noon, hindi mo na siya mahagilap?
Opo, hindi ko na po siya
Sinubukan mo ba siyang hanapin?
Opo.
Paano? Nung nalaman mong ikaw ay na-involved dito?
Po.
Ha?
Opo, pinaghahanap ko po siya.
Oh, anong nangyari?
Hindi ko po siya makita po. Hindi ko po
Tinawagan mo
siya.
siya?
Opo.
May cellphone siya?
Yung pong cellphone niya, hindi na po siya active po. Yung pong number niya.
Hindi kayo magkasama sa isang bahay?
Hindi po.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so wala ka ng contact, in other words.
Opo. Opo, Mr. Chair.
So paano mo yung papaliwanag na narito ka sa Atara?
Ayan nga po eh. Nagtataka nga po ako, Mr. Chair, na bigla na lang po ako na meron po akong kumpanya. Tapos yung pang Atara, hindi ko po kilala po yung company na po yun.
Kami naman masyado. Okay, may dokumento kami rito. Ha? SEC.
Opo.
Signature over printed name bilang Corpsec. January 2025. Itong last year lang. Raisa L. Lumbang. Nakita mo ba ito? Pakita natin sa kanya. Di ba yan ang signature mo?
Firma ko, Mr. Chair.
Hindi ganyan ang pirma mo.
Hindi po ganito.
Ito, ikaw ang sumulat nito. I-confirm mo lang na sa'yo yan dahil NBI handwriting natin yan.
Opo, ito pong salaysay ko pong to, ako pong pumirma po nito. Pero po dito sa document po nito na Atara, wala pa akong natatanda, nagpirma po ako rito.
Wala kang natatandaan. Pero maaaring ibig sabihin, oo, napirmahan mo, hindi mo lang maalala.
Wala po talaga po akong matanda. Napirmahan po ganitong dokumento po, Mr. Chair.
So bakit kayong dalawa ng asawa mo ang nakapirma dyan?
Ayan po, hindi po namin po alam, Mr. Chair, bakit po na-involve po kami sa ganyan. Wala po kaming idea kasi wala naman po ako natatandaan na mga dokumentong pinirmahan o nagpasa po ng mga ID. Wala po kami natatandaan.
So nung pumutok na itong September last year, hindi mo nakausap ang asawa mo para baka naman siya ang may kinalaman?
Hindi ko po siya makontak po, Mr. Chair.
Maaari kayang siyang gumawa nitong lahat, ginamit yung pangalan mo?
Sa palagay ko po, Mr. Chair, hindi po magagawa po ng dati kong asawa yun dahil po may anak po kami kahit papano. Hindi niya po magagawang i-involve niya po ako sa ganyang issue.
Can you show it? Kayo ba ito? Nasaan yung picture? Tsaka, yun. Yan ba yung asawa mo?
Opo, siya po.
2024. Sabi mo, 3 taon na.
Opo. Nung po nagkita po kami nun po, nung nag-ano po kami nun, nag-get together po, pero hindi po kami laging nagkikita.
Tsaka, nakuha namin ito sa Facebook. Saan? Tapos, nung bumalik kami, wala na. Yung iba, natanggal na. Ikaw ba nagtanggal?
Hindi po.
Hindi mo account ito? Account ni Warren ito?
Opo.
Saan? Oo, ikaw yan eh. Oh. Azyar. Riza.
Opo.
Oh, doon ba natanggal? Doon natanggal yung pictures sa Azyar? Marami kang accounts?
Po.
Marami kang accounts?
Yan lang po. Raisa Lalik po.
Nagsasabi ka ba ng totoo na, na isa lang ang account mo? Kasi maraming account kami nakita na yung picture mo naroon eh.
Yan po yung pinakagagamitin ko po yung Raisa Lalik.
Marami kang account. Hindi lang isa. Tama?
Opo.
O, ba't ka nagsinungaling? Sabi mo isa lang.
Yan lang po yung active po na ginagamit ko po yung pong Raisa Lalik.
So ilan ang account mo?
Bali, 2 po.
So, pag tinignan kasi yung signature, do you have it there? Wala. Hindi, wala sa slide. Very similar yung signature mo dun sa SEC at sa
Opo.
affidavit.
Opo. Pero wala po talaga akong natatandaan nagpirma po ako ng ganito, Mr. Chair.
Well, iba yung natatandaan at iba yung wala akong.
Opo, wala po talaga akong pinirma na ganito, Mr. Chair.
Dalawa yun eh. Wala kang natatandaan o wala kang pinirmahan?
Wala po akong pinirmahan po, Mr. Chair.
Ba't pa bago-bago? Kanina walang natatandaan. Tapos walang napipirmahan. Kasi iba yung walang natatandaan. Ibig sabihin, maaaring pinirmahan mo, hindi mo lang maalala. Naintindihan mo?
Opo.
Posible ba yun? Maaaring may napirmahan ka, hindi mo lang maalala, hindi mo na matandaan. Posible ba yun? Kasi yun ang una mo sinabi. Sabi nila, ang isda nahuhuli sa bibig. Magsabi ka ng totoo. Kung hindi, ang commitment mo sa amin, kaya ka namin pinalaya, para
Opo.
magsabi ng totoo.
Wala po akong talagang pinirmahan na ganito po, Mr. Chair.
Nagbago na.
Wala po talaga akong pinirmahan pong ganyan.
Oh.